Hello, I'm Pale Time, and welcome to MOOF, where we are looking for the most overly optimistic fan in the NFL. We are looking to do one fan from every NFL team, so if you see your team on the screen right now, comment below and maybe we'll pick you to be interviewed. Anyway, let's get straight to the video. I just asked that it would be awesome if you like, comment, and subscribe. Really helps me out, but I know what you're here for, so let's get into it. Hello, and once again, we are here with our series called MOOF, the show that is looking for the most overly optimistic fan in the NFL. And today's episode, we're looking at the Buffalo Bills. So we are going to go game by game and break it down, and let's find out how optimistic are Bills fans being towards this season. And I am so honored and happy to have Jake, who is representing our Bills Mafia today. Jake, welcome to the show.
Hey, it's good to be here. And just for anyone who thinks that I might be a bandwagoner, I'd just like to start off by saying that I'm currently wearing a CJ Spiller Buffalo Bills jersey that I got when he was drafted in, I think it was 2009 or 2010. So in no means, I have suffered through many years, and this is the reward I'm getting.
That's totally fair. Thank you for legitimizing your Bills fandom. We appreciate it. Well, Jake, just ask me. So, what are you excited about the Bills heading into this season?
I'm excited. We're at Super Bowl 50. What 50?
I don't even know.
I don't even know. It's 50 whatever. I'm excited for the Bills to win their first ever Super Bowl this year. It's happening. This is it.
Okay, well, okay, I'm looking forward to seeing this prediction already. But so have the Bills made any big moves in the offseason?
No, it's been about keeping the team together. I mean, this was a
They were
13
team last year.
yeah, it was a 13-3 team. Like they didn't really need to do anything. The only significant loss was John Brown when we brought in Emmanuel Sanders from the Saints to kind of replace him.
Solid.
But we got some young guys who I think are going to step up this year and have great years. So I think it's going to be a really good year again. Another real good year.
Okay, well, you know what? This show is called MOOF for a reason, so let's get into it. The Buffalo Bills start off their season on the road, at home, and they are hosting the Pittsburgh Steelers. Win or lose?
So this is a win. It's a win for me. So I look at Pittsburgh. Good defense. You know, they lost Bud Dupree and I think a corner maybe or somebody. So I'm looking at that saying defense might take a little step back, but that offense I'm not optimistic about. Their offensive line last year was a mess by the end. You know, you're trotting out an old Big Ben who by the end of last year was not throwing with any velocity. So I think this is maybe not an easy win, but you know, a comfortable win, I'll say.
Okay, that's fair. Okay, starting the season strong, 1-0.
Mm-hmm.
And then you go and face your division rival in Miami. You're taking on the Dolphins.
Yeah, we're taking on the Dolphins. I don't know. A lot of people are very optimistic about the Dolphins. I'm not. And I'm gonna start. I'll talk about Tua in their next game when they play him at home. But their defense, I think, is a bit overrated. They were 6th in points last year, but they were 20th in yards allowed. So and 23rd in passing yards, which is important for the Bills. But they were 4th in red zone touchdowns allowed, which is really good. 1st in interceptions, 9th in fumble recoveries. So they got, they allowed to get yards, but they kind of stopped them once they got close. Is that sustainable? I don't know if that's sustainable. And I have real questions whether, they're going to take a step back on defense. And so for that reason, this is a win for the Bills.
Okay.
And Josh Allen has another great game.
That's fair. Okay, so starting 2-0 on the year. Okay. And then you go back to Buffalo, and you get the Washington football team coming into Buffalo. Win or lose?
I got them winning again.
Okay.
Washington football team is such a strange team to me right now because I feel like they have the defense. It's just whether or not they have the offense. And of course, they brought in Ryan Fitzpatrick, who You never really know with it. You never know. Like
Hey, this is
when
a
I
revenge game for him, really.
it is, but like he's so inconsistent, and I get it's a revenge game, but at home,
Yeah.
I just think the Bills are just the more talented team and will come out with the victory this year.
And literally every game's a revenge game for Ryan Fitzpatrick.
That's true.
Okay, now huge game. You're staying in Buffalo. It's so much at stake. Week 4, you are facing the mighty Houston Texans. Win or lose?
Yeah, do I really have to say this is a win? This
No one.
If Deshaun Watson plays this year, I can see them winning 5-6 games.
Okay.
Without Deshaun, this team isn't winning a game. Forget playoffs. This isn't.
Sorry, Jake, to interrupt. Just side note: anyone watching this who's a Texans fan, please comment below. It is so hard to find a Texan fan that's willing to come on this show. Sorry, I would love to talk. I really would. Anyway, okay, so you're at 4-0 on the season with the Bills, and then you are headed on the road to Kansas City. Primetime game.
Primetime game. It's on. I believe it's Monday night. So they're gonna have a little extra rest.
No, it's a Sunday night actually.
It's Sunday night. Oh, I think it's the next week's game. That's
Monday
night.
Two prime games in a row. Okay.
Yeah. Kansas City. A lot of people are going to be picking the Kansas City. I know they are. But you know what's happening right now? You know what Sean McDermott and Brandon Beane and Leslie Frazier are thinking about right now? They're thinking about how are we beating the Kansas City Chiefs?
Yeah. Okay.
And they're going in there and they're going to go in on prime time and they're going to beat the Kansas City Chiefs.
Okay.
They're going to do it. I believe in them. You know?
Okay. I like it, Jake. I like it. I'm ready for it. Okay, so that's 5-0. That's a huge win against the Chiefs. You're going on the road to Tennessee and you're taking on the Tennessee Titans Monday night primetime game.
Yeah. This feels like a game that could be a letdown. You know, you're coming off the big win at Kansas City. You're feeling great about yourself. And you play a very good Tennessee team.
Mm-hmm.
But another team I think is going to be a little bit of a letdown this year. Okay, so what I was saying, Tennessee is going to be a little bit of a letdown for me. Mm-hmm. They're I like the sign of Bud Dupree. I think he's going to be pretty good for them. They have questions at cornerback spot. I know they drafted a guy, but he's a little he's had a back problem and you don't know. Losing Corey Davis is a problem for them. I think their offense is going to take a step back. How many times can you what's his name? The running back.
Derrick
Henry. How many times is he going to run for 2,000 yards? It's just, I'm taking the Bills again.
Hey,
That's
6-0. 6-0. Okay. All right. I like it. And then always make this joke. It's your bye week. I hope that you win, or at least you don't lose on your bye week. Ha ha ha. Laughs. Then on Halloween night, or afternoon, I should say, you're once again, for the second time, taking on division rival, the Miami Dolphins in Buffalo.
So when Tua was at Alabama, I actually saw him quite a bit because I enjoy college football as well. And Tua at Alabama, so good. You watched him play and you're like, this guy's top 3 pick easy. And yeah, he got the injury, and that might be part of this. Last year didn't look like Tua. I don't know what it was, but that he just did not look like the Tua I remember. He wasn't throwing beyond 10 yards with any velocity. He looked stiff all over. I don't know. I think that injury might have hurt him more than we actually know.
Okay.
And so that's a concern. I mean, this should be a win. It's at home, off a bye. Should be a fairly easy win for the Bills. But I don't know. Tua, the questions, there are a lot of questions around Tua, and I don't want to give up on him yet. I don't like giving up on young quarterbacks. But he didn't look like the Tua I remember, and I think that's another reason I think Miami's just not going to live up to a little bit of the expectations being placed on them. It's just Tua just doesn't look like Tua.
Okay, so you're saying that's another win for the Bills.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
another one for the Bills.
8-0. Okay, this is bold, Jake.
That's
I like.
7-0, I think.
Or,
Well,
oh, sorry, with the bye. Sorry, my mistake. Yes,
yeah.
7-0, 7-0. So then you go on a bit of a road trip here. You're headed to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars.
This is a win.
Okay. Yeah.
Jacksonville. Surprise, surprise. Jacksonville just looks like a bit of a carnival right now.
Okay. Yeah.
Like with Urban Meyer's bringing in Tim Tebow.
Yeah.
Why? Why are you doing that? Like you're gonna bring so much attention to Jacksonville, and like I don't know. Like I'm worried about what they're gonna do with Trevor Lawrence. I'm worried, and their second first round pick. What's his name? The running back.
Yeah, I forget his
Yeah,
name.
Travis Etienne.
Yep.
From felt like a luxury pick that they just don't have right now.
Yeah.
And so I'm not too optimistic about Jacksonville, what they're doing right now.
Okay, so that's another win. You are now 8-0 officially on your predictions, and then you travel to New York to take on the division rival Jets.
So the Jets took Zach Wilson,
Yeah.
the second pick. I haven't seen enough of him to really make a judgment on whether he's going to be good or not. I will say this about him. He looks like he has the typical look of a college frat house guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like one of those just annoying college frat house guys. And I have not watched enough of him to make a judgment on how he plays, but just on that fact and the fact he's of course playing for the Jets, I really hope he's a bust.
Okay.
Like I don't like I don't like I don't like his face. I know that sounds horrible, but he just has that look. So this is another win for the Bills. The Jets are starting another rebuild for them, and I don't know. I'm not optimistic about the Jets this year. So
okay.
Well, I guess I'm optimistic that the Bills are going to beat them.
So 9-0, and then you are traveling. You go back home to Buffalo and hosting the Indianapolis Colts. The Colts, once again, this is a team that whenever I'm doing these interviews, whoever is playing the Colts, they just don't seem to know what to do. So it's kind of a toss-up game, but win or lose, are you beating the Colts?
So I think we're beating the Colts.
Okay.
Let's see. They feel like a team that is good at a lot of things, but not great anywhere.
Okay.
Like they're very good at a lot of spots. Maybe their offensive line is great. Kind of questions at that left tackle spot right now. Carson Wentz, I don't know. He's the X factor. If he plays half as good as he was during the one season he was almost MVP, they're a top team in the FC. They're a threat. If he doesn't though,
right,
this is a team that probably makes the playoffs, but I don't know if they go very far. So I'm taking Bills with the win there.
Okay, wow. So double-digit wins, 10-0, and then you travel. You have a short week. You're traveling on the road to New Orleans on primetime Thursday Night Football to take on the Saints. Win or lose.
I got them winning this. So
yeah.
Again, so New Orleans questions at quarterback. Is Jameis Winston their guy? I don't know. Last time we saw him, he was throwing 30 picks in a season. So it's not a lot of confidence there. They also lost a lot of talent. They had to. They were crazy over the cap. So I think New Orleans coming kind of back down to earth. They're still going to be, I think, a good team. And this isn't going to be an easy win, but I think it's a win.
For sure. Okay. All right. So wow, Bills are the talk of the NFL at this point. They're undefeated. They're climbed up the power rankings for sure. And you have another back-to-back primetime matchup. You are Monday Night Football at home. Wow, Buffalo gets a Monday Night Football game at home. When was the last time that happened? But you're taking.
I think we got.
Did you get one?
We got one 2 years ago.
Oh, did you? Okay.
It was against New England again, but yeah.
Okay.
I think we got primetime then.
Well, New England's coming to town, win or lose on Monday Night Football.
It's a win. It's another win.
Okay.
It's another win. Hey, you're laughing, but you know what?
No, don't take. I love it. I love it, Jake. I love the optimism. This is why we do this show.
So New England's big weakness is quarterback. So Cam Newton last year was not Cam Newton. He could barely throw the ball over 12 yards. He was really struggling to throw it with anything down deep or anywhere, really. So that's a huge problem for them. They bring in Mac Jones, another guy like Mac Jones, like playing at Alabama, had all the talent in the world around him.
Mhm.
Like you had, I think, 3 other first round picks this year from Alabama, probably, and plus other, other talented guys on that team, underclassmen, and like it just makes his life a lot easier. And I just do not see him having at least the immediate success in the NFL with less talent around him.
Right.
So I don't know. I don't think this is I don't think their quarterback situation is gonna improve much at all.
Okay. Yep. Yeah. No, that's fair. So you're at 12-0 to start the year, and at this point looking to lock up a playoff spot. And then you are traveling to Tampa Bay, Florida, to take on the Buccaneers.
I've gone back and forth on this one.
Okay.
This is because Tampa Bay's bringing everyone back.
Yep.
My thought is Bill's strengths kind of is somewhat with Tampa Bay's weakness. So last year, I looked it up. They were 21st in passing yards allowed on defense. It's not great. That's a bit of a weakness. I didn't see them really make any huge improvements to that side of the ball or to pass defense. They obviously get after the quarterback, but the Bills are also very good at protecting Josh Allen. And of course, you have to get Josh Allen to the ground, which is a whole nother problem. Offensively, the Bills' weakness on defense was when teams could run the ball on them. Last year, Tampa Bay's offense was 25th in yard per attempt running the ball. It just feels like this is a good matchup for the Bills.
Okay.
I'm going to take it in a close one, in a close overtime win for the Bills.
Okay. All right. I like it. Okay. 13-0. And then you're headed back home to Buffalo to host the Carolina Panthers.
Carolina's in a kind of weird spot. Like they're really hoping Sam Darnold works out.
Yep.
They
have some receiver talent.
Like it's not it's not the Jets. Let's put it that way. Yeah. I still think this is a win for us. I think we're just the more talented team, but they play hard. You know what? And they're probably going to still be fighting possibly for a playoff spot. I think it's a hard fought win, but I think it's a win.
Okay. All right. 14-0. And then you are traveling to New England to face division rival, the Patriots.
This is another one that I think could be a loss.
Yeah.
I'm not picking it because it's the Patriots and I hate the Patriots. So it's a win.
Okay.
I think their offseason signings, a lot of them are not great signings. Like Matthew Judon had 6 sacks last year. Like, is that a guy who you think is going to come in and impact the team that much? Not really. Juno Smith, 41 receptions, 400 yards. He had 8 touchdowns, but he's another guy I'm not seeing making a huge impact. Hunter Henry always is injured for a few games a year. He's a good player when he's on the field, but he needs to stay healthy. Nelson Aguilar up and down. I like Jalen Smith and the Kyle Van Noy signings, but I don't know. This is Patriots feel like a team kind of treading water right now.
Okay.
And So I'm saying they're winning this game. They're winning the game at New England.
Okay, so you have them 15-0, and then they finished the season. The last 2 games at home. First game, and week 17, they're hosting the Atlanta Falcons.
Yeah, this should be a fun game. These are 2 explosive offenses. I'm picking the Bills to win.
Okay.
They might not have much to play for, but I don't see them sitting out Josh Allen. If you think about it, he'll be sitting out for 3 straight weeks. I don't see them doing that. They're gonna at least give him a half. I can't see Atlanta. Is in a dome stadium down south, coming up to Buffalo in January.
True.
That's a big advantage for us. So I'm taking Buffalo 16-0. Let's go.
Okay. All right. I like it. I like it. And then to finish off the season, you are facing a division rival, the New York Jets in Buffalo. Are you predicting up the perfect season, Jake?
No, they're going to lose to the Jets. Here's the thing. The Jets, because of this win, is going to fall from the 3rd pick down to like the 8th, 9th, or 10th pick.
Okay.
And their fans are going to be so mad because they win a pointless game
and are you thinking
themselves the draft capital?
Are you thinking? Are you saying that Buffalo is just going to rest everyone that final game of the season then?
Pretty much. I think they might give like the offense and defense a drive or 2. But yeah, they'll pretty much rest everyone. And and the Jets are even in their win is going to be a loser. And that'll be the best thing. That'll be the best thing about it.
So even in losing, the Bills win technically. Okay. So Jake, you have predicted 16-1.
Froze again.
Oh, sorry. So Jake, you have predicted 16-1 to close off this season. I'm gonna pull up my graphic here and put you are at the top of the most. I don't know if anyone could be more optimistic than you, but you are definitely at the top of the most optimistic fan of the NFL. But no, that's exciting. It looks to be a good season for the Bills. It really does.
I mean, as far like, I know that sounds. Most people are gonna be like, "Oh, that's crazy," but there's a team every year that goes 14-2, 15-1. That gets around that spot. Why not the Bills?
Why not the Bills?
Yeah, why not?
Why not?
Come on.
And you know what? You, the viewers, please comment below. Do you think Jake is crazy, or do you think that he actually might have a point? And the Bills, why not the Bills? Maybe they can be that team that goes 16-1. Who knows? I think I disagree with a couple of your predictions there. But no, Jake, I respect your fandom, and thank you so much for coming on this show and talking about the Bills. I really appreciate it.
Hey, no problem. Anytime, man. I love talking Bills.
All right. Payo time and Jake, peace and out.